All right, welcome in everybody. We're about to get started with our first community showcase of 2025. Hope everyone is doing well. We are playing some zone battle today. So yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to head to the enhanced Discord. Let me plug that in the chat real quick. Welcome in, Annie. Annie was crushing me on the zone battle ladder over, when was it, last weekend? Little D-Rust for yours truly. Okay. Let's do this. A lot of matches tonight, I think. I don't think I know. I know we have a lot of matches. Zone battle tends to be popular. And I am Austin from Team Enhance, ready for our first community showcase of 2025. And yeah, we're looking to update the format. You might see more of the same here in January, but February forward, looking to do more guest stars or guest commentary, maybe some more showcases, whether it's Green Tea or other people in the community, Blue Scooty, whatever, drop any big name there. But yeah, looking to update, kind of upgrade. I love what we have going here, and thank you to our regulars that make it week by week. But yeah, who knows what's in store for 2025? Let me know if you want to see anything in particular with community showcases on Fridays. So yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna make a lobby here. While I'm doing that, how's everyone this holiday? Any new games? Anybody got, whether it was on a winter sale or something, that they're enjoying? I have been on a bit of a puzzle game kick personally. But yeah, let me know. Let other people know in the chat what you're playing. Share the room code in our zone battle thread. Who's up first, Ferox? Maybe I should look from Discord here. Kind of start with the newer players first, just because chances are the higher level players have had the limelight already. This is a good place for players that wouldn't otherwise be able to have their games commentated and whatnot. So if you are new, do not be shy, and be sure to sign up to play. So it seems like first up we might do Tivo versus Dawn if they're around. Otherwise it'll be Carol and Coffee and Tetris. Lobby set up here. Okay. Dawn is ready. I don't know if Tivo's around yet. Holidays were good. My family got me multiple Lego sets. Very nice. It's the last time I had a Lego set. Siake Gohan guest commentary? Well, I don't think any of us... Well, some of you may understand him. I wouldn't understand him. Unless he said Daijobu, Sugoi, or Ohayo Gozaimasu. Any of the classics. Lower the... Oh, thank you, yes. Thank you, Ferox. I did see Siake Gohan was... they played in a Puyo Puyo Major 3 weeks ago at a live event. They did get interviewed in Japanese. I have no idea what was being said, but he crushes it at other puzzle games as well. Oh, got you. Sauce is in the lobby. Well, if Tivo isn't around yet, Dawn, if you want to hang tight, we could also do Carol versus... Who's Carol versus? Coffee and Tetris if they're around. We'll ping you on the matchmaking thread. Now the music's really quiet. All right, we will find the perfect balance, as all things should be. How about that? Let me know. I want it to be perfect. That's the perfect balance. All right, welcome in, Ninja. Ninja, do you ever play zone battle? Get in here. I want to see that Ninja zone battle. All right, well, once we have two players that are ready, that were matched together, we'll hop into it. Oh, 6K, nice. Now, this is the perfect time to, like I was saying earlier, if you're, you know, not the Kazus, Yakai Gohans, OSWs of the community, anybody can play tonight, and you'll be playing against other people around your level, so now's your chance to have some zone battle commentary, Ninja. All right, looks like Carol's in the lobby. Not sure if Coffee and Tetris is here. Maybe we can do a swap or something, Ferox, if it makes sense. I'll let Ferox do his thing just so I don't mess up the queue. Ninja is, I believe Ninja let us know in the chat, you're hosting a community classic score tech tournament coming up, right? Which I need to see if I can play in it. I know you asked me a few weeks ago. Very nice. Deadline for, oh, so you have a qualifier, got it. Is it kind of like a CTWC or CTM qualifier like format? Olver's around 6K, very nice. Dawn versus Carol for now. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, Dawn, if you're around and want to play, hop back in the lobby and we'll get it going. And we could always do yeah. For Tivo, we could always have one of you play Tivo again. Got you, Sauce. Did you sign up on the Discord? Yeah, if you haven't signed up, be sure to, just so we can keep it formal here for the first people that did sign up. Head to our Discord, and then there should be a matchmaking thread in the announcements. Oh, you are Dawn. Okay. Got it. Let's do it. For some reason, I thought Got You Sauce was also your Discord ID. Okay, very nice. Oh, coffee's ready. We could have winner play against Coffee and Tetris or something like that. Yeah, I agree with that, Ferox. We'll get Coffee and Tetris in on the next round. All right, so we have the Carol on the left. She's rocking a 0-9 well. And then we have Got You Sauce on the right. Also with that 0-9 well, very nice. I don't know what it is. I used to infamously, I guess, play TEC with a 9-0 well, so have the open well on the right. But when I used to play games like Tetris Friends or faster Tetris games, I would rock the 0-9. I don't know what it was, but anywho, Got You Sauce is up high here. If Got You Sauce can make it to the open well, he'll be ready to counterattack, or be poised for a counterattack. Double long bar coming up. Should be able to open it up with this, with this piece here. Having to make some decisions. A lot of S's and Z's. Trying to keep the well open, and no long bars coming either. So, yeah, a bit of a tricky setup there for Got You Sauce, and it seems like Got Sauce has a little bit of lag going on too, so maybe they'll get caught up here. Yeah, nice consistent play there from Carol, just keeping it simple, Tetrising on the left, a nice clean zone, and takes round number 1. Yeah, that was rough. Got you sauce with the sweat emoji, with that S&Z spike at the inopportune time. I feel like you and Tago would be a good match, Annie. Tago is also crushing me on the ladder. I'll get you two back though. I'll be back with a vengeance and get my rating back at some point. All right, so same thing. So I think the story here for Got You Sauce is, yeah, they have the right idea. Just want to downstack, kind of use that firepower, or use the lines that are created there to count. Oh no, misrotation on the long bar, and that will do it. Carol takes it. I think we could do a that was fairly short. If you two want to do another set real quick, that was like under 5 minutes, so feel free to do another round. There may be a little bit of a delay if you guys have the stream open. All right. Carol rocking the traditional colors, which you can set in the gameplay settings if you are used to having colors for the Tetris pieces, aka like red for the Z piece, light blue, sky blue for the long bar, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, personally, I play that way as well. It helps me read the piece preview, but yeah, we have seen from top players that it's really just a preference thing, depending on how you kind of perceive the game and look at the piece preview. All right, so Carol set up for that Tetris. Got Sauce with a max zone at a pretty comfortable board height too, so see what kind of combo Got You Sauce will be able to come up with here. Got You Sauce, I believe, played in our TECWC Teams tournament. I think we commentated some of those games during the one of the time slots from the amateur bracket. All right, Got You Sauce is on the board. Nicely done. Severe misclick. Yeah, no matter how good you are at Zone Battle or Tetris in general, one misdrop can be totally devastating. Whether it's Classic or Zone Battle or Score Attack. Carol almost had a perfect clear there. Gotta get my rating back from Wumbo. Whoa, Twiz. Did he beat me recently? Maybe I might have sniped him on a holiday stream or something. Wumbo is very good at Zone Battle. Ooh, that was a strong zone from Carol, and yeah, gonna put Got You Sauce instantly to the top. Very nicely done with that 36 attack zone. As you can see, the 172 attack per minute in zone from Carol, so really quick, snappy, punchy, and decider time. Oh, that's right, he uploaded it to YouTube. I forgot. I forgot about that. Yeah. You did? That's funny. Hopefully, some positive comments for me. Maybe you stand for me and we're like, I can't believe you uploaded this loss of our favorite player. Alright, so Carol is about set up for Tetris, decides to skim, maybe wants to get to that clean well. Oh, interesting. Uses the long bar, kind of playing aggressively to stack for an extra Tetris there. Nice timing on the zone for both players. Gaio Sauce has this very clean well. This time, oh man, they misdropped the long bar. That's devastating. Might find a clever skim here. They can, maybe not familiar with that spin. Unfortunate. That could spell the end here for Gaio Sauce. GG's. Carol takes it. And Carol, stick around if you want to play against Coffee and Tetris here, who I believe is ready to play. And nicely done, Gaio Sauce. You got a dub on the board there. The pretty clean zone. All right, GG's. GG's. Oh, there we go. All right. So Coffee and Tetris, make your way to the lobby if you're ready to play. There they are. So Coffee and Tetris is Morg here in the lobby. Yeah, and when you two are ready, queue up and we'll get started here. You have a tendency to misdrop a lot on zone. Yeah, I don't think that's totally out of the ordinary either. Especially because the cadence of the pacing of the game is different because there's 0 line clear delay, right, within zone. So sometimes I could throw players off. Oh, they are in the game. All right, Morg is here, looking to avenge Gaio Sauce. With that, this time they're rocking the 9-0 well, so battle of 09 and 9-0 Tetris wells. That notation, or yeah, so when you hear the word 09, it just means your open well is on the left, and then you have 9 filled rows on the right. And then when you hear something like 6-3, that means your open well is in column 7. All right, this is a nice zone timing from both players. And a similar playstyle, both stacking Tetrises pretty on point with each other, so this could be a good matchup. Oh yeah, Ninja, just if you head to the Enhanced Discord announcements, or if you click on, I think you're an avid Discord user, if you click on the events section within the Enhanced Discord, there will be a link to the matchmaking thread, and just drop your rating in there, and Ferox will help you out. And yeah, so Carol with a little bit better board state here, just simply because there's a lot of firepower in that double Tetris well, and they had 2 long bars back to back there, so I'm going to also get that back to back bonus. So 12 lines, but there should be some decent firepower in there. 26 attack, Dodecatrice from Carol. See if Morg can counter this. It's going to be tough. It's going to have a similar line count, but I don't know if the APM, or the attack power, is quite there. Oh, it is! Pretty much balanced out perfectly. So nicely done from Morg. And some really clean down stacking from Morg, making it to that right side Tetris well, and boom, Tetris from Morg. Is now stacking up. But Carol, okay. Both players with a similar zone meter. Carol has some, a little bit higher on the board. Has some things to work through here. Finds a nice double. And does get to that Tetris well, which will allow Carol to block that attack. So you can see the incoming garbage queue. Between the zone meter and the Tetris board, can you see that flashing blue between the zone and the Tetris board for Carol? That highlights the incoming attack, and you can see the power of that attack as well. So when you have something in your incoming garbage queue, and you create an attack, whether it's a Tetris, double, triple, whatever it may be, you will block that attack. Oh, and Tivo's back. All right. Nice win there for Morg. Pretty good matchup. Do we have a match for Tivo, Ferox? If needed, Got You Sauce can play again. Tivo is out here, ready to go. How are you doing, Tivo? How was your holiday break? Okay. Carol with a pretty good board state here, setting up that Tetris. I like that the players try to work around wherever the incoming well is. So as we see, Morg is trying to make that way to column 4. It's a really, really smart way to play. If you don't have the speed or wherewithal to create your own attacks, just simply, especially early on in phase 1 when the incoming attacks are mostly Tetris wills, right? Just kind of let your opponent attack you and use that against them. So this is a nice zone for Morg. Nice 17, 39 attack. Looks like Carol's getting up there too. 17 as well, maybe an 18? Ooh, very nice. Both players got a 39 attack, so balanced out. No break for Tetris unless Balatro is in the mix. I still haven't played that game. Best new game of 2024, is it? I think I would like it. I'm into card games, and I know I would like it. I just have too many games I want to play right now. Yeah, I think we might get you back in here again. Got you sauce. Maybe Ferox can ping you in the Discord if that is the case. Okay, so Morg initiating zone here. Carol has kind of a tricky board to work through with those 2 doubles waiting for them. Oh, finds a really nice down stack here. So able to bring the board down entirely and throw an attack Morg's way on top of that. So nicely played. We might do Tivo versus Jabberbox. Got it. Well, I know Don, a.k.a. Got You Sauce, is on standby. Okay, so Morg putting on some pressure, trying to bring this to a decider. Ooh. So Carol getting kind of caught in a state where they want to keep down stacking. And when that is the case, yeah, it gets really tricky, especially when you're only clearing singles and doubles and the board gets a bit messier. If Carol could have managed to get to that clean well, it would have been a different story. But Morg putting on some good pressure there and takes the win. Good game. Thanks for playing, Carol and Coffee and Tetris, aka Morg. I think Coffee and Tetris is a 6K. Pretty sure. All right, so next I think we're going to have Tivo and Jabberbox make your way to the lobby. Code should be in the Discord. Yeah, so that was a really close matchup. Similar playstyle. Yeah, Morg, I think, just got the better of you in that second game. As you were kind of down stacking. You had some messy garbage to work through there. All right, so yeah, Tivo and Jabberbox when you're ready. When is the Classic Score Attack Showcase? Very good question. Wonderful question. Let me actually pull up the calendar. I still have to kind of resync after the holiday break here. Alright, so looking like our Classic Score Attack is going to be a little bit out. Probably towards the end of the month. We're going to do Score Attack next week, and then Connected Versus, and then Classic. Yeah, I think we're due for Score Attack. So if you're up to Score Attack, be sure to join in next week. All right, Tivo is loading up here. Is Jabberbox? Okay, Jabberbox is online on Discord, so might be making their way here. Welcome in, Tetri and Nighting. Speaking of Score Attack, what a way to go out with the trifecta finals match between Siake Gohan and Super Shocky on Score Attack. It was absolutely crazy. While we're waiting for our players here, did you know that TECWC merch is 20% off? If you did know, great. If you didn't, it is, and you should consider supporting the tournament. And then if they see you rocking some TECWC merch in the wild, maybe there's an off chance you'll come across another tournament participant, Tetris Effect fan, and you will forever be friends after that. If you happen to go to the grocery store and you have your Trifecta tote bag, and maybe Super Shocky is over in the produce section and be like, hey, I participated in Trifecta. That's a great way to break conversation. So be sure to grab your tote bags, 20% off. Yes, that's more than 10%. Good point, Tetri. All right, Tivo, where are our players? Loading up on their TI-83 calculators, the most recent port of Tetris Effect Connected. Takes a little bit longer to load up there. Which player in the wild is rare? Yes and no. Thing is, most people know what Tetris is, right? As for the diehard community, yeah, it's probably kind of rare. I know Blue Scooty had a moment of fame where people knew who he was. Welcome in, McCry. Yes, an amazing conversation starter. Tetri and McCry saying horrible things. Censored by Twitch chat there. All right, Tivo's in the lobby. I don't know if Jabberbox is going to make it. Is Jabberbox here? Going once, going twice. Going 3 times, maybe. If not, we can get Dawn back in here. Yeah, I don't see Jabberbox. I know Jabberbox was looking forward to it. Yeah, worst comes to worst, Got Your Sauce is back in action. Which is looking like the case, just because we only have so much time here. All right, so Got You Sauce, make your way back to the lobby. All right, then who's after that? After that, looks like our next matchup, the next tier. Shock and Twiz, be ready to play. Twiz, our resident YouTube chatter. On the way, very nice. Tivo versus Got Yo Sauce coming up. Oh, good question. Why is there a rerun tag on the stream? Hopefully that's not messing with our discoverability. I am going to remove that. It's because we have the enhanced radio going on during the break, or before the break. Yeah, this is a pre-recorded community showcase. What is my favorite piece of merch? I think it's the We Are Connected shirt. It's like incognito a little bit. I'm not, just generally, it's just how I am. I tend to wear pretty minimal clothing. I don't want people to look at me, right? So, I like the black on a black We Are Connected shirt, so it's like the black font, if that makes sense. That might be my favorite. What else do I like? The holographic stickers are pretty nice. What's your favorite? Tetri or anybody else? All right. So got you sauce in the zone here. Tivo with a really clean setup here. I'm gonna start the zone with a Tetris. All right, so it'll counter Got Yo Sauce's zone there. Pretty even Stevens here. And just some really small attacks coming in from Got Yo Sauce. A little bit better board state on the left here. Tivo is going to have to work through some of this messy attack sent from Got Yo Sauce. However, knowing that Got Yo Sauce kind of expended their firepower there, that means Tivo can send some counterattacks and pressure Got Yo Sauce simultaneously. Nice Tetris setup there from Tivo. I don't know if Tivo is lagging or... There goes the long bar very slowly. Oh! Drops the zone. Oh! And Tivo tops out. I don't know if a pet walked in the room or something like that there. Oh, welcome in, Jabberbox. We were looking for you. Is there another matchup around Jabberbox's level? Jabberbox is around 4K, I believe. Yeah. We could always get another Tivo match. Okay. Okay. Shanna's never gonna sleep. Hey, you know what? Let's kick off 2025. I know if I have to extend the stream a little bit, that is totally okay. I will admit, I have been a little bit loopy last few days because I had a long travel day yesterday. My body was not liking me for it. All right, so nice attack there from Got Yo Sauce. See if Tivo can counter here. Tivo does have that full zone. So as long as Tivo even just downstacks this, I don't think Tivo will top out or anything. You can see that Tivo is close to a full board of garbage incoming, but this zone should counter a lot of that. Yeah. Nice Octorus. And look at that. That well is open for business on the right. Tivo drops a Tetris following that zone. Does an early quarter zone. Interesting. Sending a small attack Got Yo Sauce's way. The quarter zone play is tricky. You definitely want to utilize it in a time where you can clear a lot of lines quickly because that beater is going to deplete so quick. It is a fun way to play, though. It's just high risk. Ooh, no! Oh, Tivo tops out. Nicely played from Got Yo Sauce. Pretty even matchup, I think. Yeah, Tivo had a rough board state there on that final game. GG's. Yes, our community showcase will now be 15 minutes, and then we'll raid Ferox. You know what? If we want to get another Tivo game in, we could have Tivo versus Jabberbox if you're down Tivo. Just so we can get everybody in here before we hop into Shock versus... who was Shock playing again? Shock was playing somebody. Twiz. Shock versus Twiz. So Tivo, if you're down for another game, stick around. Jabberbox needs an opponent. Tivo is down, it seems like. Yeah, let's do Tivo versus Jabberbox. Or Jabberbox was hoping to play. Carol already had a lot of games. Let's get Tivo another match if you're down for it, Jabberbox. If we have some more time here in a bit, we could do another match. There's a lot of players waiting, so if I'm too generous, I'll be here too long. All right. Oh, really? Yeah, it's nice to have that even matchup. Personally, I just want a good match when I'm going into ranked. It's not about the SR. If they're beating me and it's close, it's all good. And then, you know, you could out of spite train and try to get that SR back. It's good fuel for the fire, for the passion. You're using a joystick. Interesting. You're trying that out for movement, for left and right movement. I know some people do it. I couldn't do that. I might be able to with like arcade Tetris, but not TEC. Yeah, you're welcome to spectate. Jabberbox, are you ready to play? The lobby code should be on Discord. Ready? Hop on in here, Jabberbox. There we go. All right. Jabberbox rocking the Pisces icon. Fish God. And Tivo, when you're ready, ready up. Good luck, have fun. And Shock versus Twiz on deck. All right. Stone Battle music does not get old to me, personally. All right. So Tivo apparently playing with a joystick, trying out some different control methods. Nice skim there for Tivo. Matt saying that they personally like the connected OST more. Really? So you kind of vibed with the intensity, I guess, that the multiplayer songs bring a little bit. I'd say there's like a bit more generally, I guess, with the action that comes with competitive play. High Delop was going for something a little more intense. With that being said, I guess like Area 3 and 1 are fairly chill. I have been kind of vibing to the Area 3 music more and more. It's growing on me. Jabberbox in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, man. And is going to top out. Just multiple mistakes stacked up there. And Tivo going to sneak in round number 1. Yosa saying, my favorite music is from Yin and Yang. Love the bass. I know that is a popular level in Journey. Forever, a really long time ago, Enhanced did a like a level tournament, like the community voting for their favorite stages, and I think that one made it to top 4. All right, so Jabberbox has this center kind of 3-wide into 4-wide going on here. It's going to get a little bit of a combo. Nicely done. Is going to want to find their way to this clean well, though, as Tivo is putting on some pressure. All right, finding a nice triple to bring it down a little bit. Both players on the max zone. But yeah, the goal for Jabberbox is definitely going to be to get to that clean well before they initiate zone, and has done so. So there's a lot of firepower waiting now for Jabberbox, and it's going to start zone with that Tetris. Generally, that's a good way to initiate your zone, as Tetrises will bring down or add to your bonus lines cleared much faster, and that firepower will just be added on to this the bonus you get from clearing lines in zone. Very nice 35 attack Perfectress from Jabberbox. That's going to be pretty hard for Tivo to defend. See if he has what it takes. So far, so good. Still a half meter here. Might be close to defending this. All right, so it's going to take about half the board in attack. Not a quick way to downstack this, as the long bars are kind of placed over the garbage well there. And Jabberbox with a really powerful zone. Going to take game 2. Look at that. Stats are pretty close here. Yeah, you almost got that, Tivo. Almost defended it. Tivo trying to keep this nice and clean. And Tetris ready here. And does so, drops the first Tetris. Jabberbox accepts it and does a quick follow-up Tetris. Very nice kind of rebuttal combo there from Jabberbox. Okay, so Tivo almost at that max zone. This Tetris, not quite. There we go. Both players now at max zone. Jabberbox has a beautiful Tetris well waiting in the center there. See if Jabberbox can make their way there before starting the zone. Ooh, a slight misdrop. It might turn into a T-spin. We'll see how they approach this. You cannot spin that, unfortunately. I like where your head was at, though. All right, so yeah, keeping it simple, just getting some nice skims here. Wants to make their way to this open Tetris well, where all that firepower is waiting for them. And, oh, does set up a T-spin, so Jabberbox has that ability in their arsenal. Very nice. And look at that T-spin firepower is adding up, putting Tivo at the very top. And unfortunately is going to top out there. So Jabberbox sneaking in some attack power. And yeah, so both players were just kind of looking for that huge zone attack, right? and not really triggering the zone, and knowing I think both players were kind of at the top there pressuring each other, so you'll have that sometimes. You could zone earlier to play a little safer, but you could also play aggressive and not zone and try to force your opponent to zone without hitting their combo, right? So game of chicken there at the top, and Jabberbox takes it. GG. You weren't playing too bad, Tivo. Considering it's your 6th game, very nice. I feel like it would take me a long time to get used to that. Okay, so Shock and Twiz, you are up. Shock and Twiz. Fairbot ping do. Make your way to the lobby. You want to get good at all controllers, interesting. Yeah, I guess after that you could figure out what your favorite is. At this point, for me, it's gonna pretty much always be keyboard. I do like playing with the controller though. For Classic, I use controller. For PPT, Puyo Puyo Tetris, and Tetris 99, I don't mind controller. I'm a little slower, but that gives me more time to think about what I'm doing when I'm using a controller. Okay, so yeah, Shock and Twiz, make your way here. See Shock in the lobby and Twiz in the lobby. Very nice. You two get a sticker, a star, for being quick. All right, good luck, have fun. Then after this, who's next? I believe we're going to have Cool Matt and Night Shadow on deck. So Cool Matt, Night Shadow, be ready to play. Ooh, Twiz with the 2-7 stack. I think 2-7-7-2 is pretty good. It's a little more. It used to be, I feel like it used to be a lot more popular. 6-3 is kind of the Strider's pattern now, but or like what fast players will go for. But 7-2 used to be pretty popular. Finesse is a little different though. Yeah, Twiz rightfully uses zone there. If they didn't zone, they were totally dead. I think Twiz wanted. I mean, you always want to have like a huge power attack with your zone, right? But always keep in mind it is a defensive tool. It's going to extend the game, and like even though Twiz is going to get like a super attack out of it, they are alive, and look at that clean firepower waiting for them because Shock has yet to zone, right? So early on, you could still. I mean, if you're not surviving, you're not going to win the game at all. So prioritize survival if you need to with your zone. And Twiz is back at that max zone. Interesting stacking from Twiz, using that T piece to tuck it in there. And nicely played by accepting a little bit of garbage there just to, I guess, make the most of this zone here. All right. Nice play from Twiz. And very nice. Gets back to that clean well. And it's pretty even. Twiz doing a good job of accepting attacks, knowing how to block and such. So very nice. Yeah, friendly PSA. It's not always about creating attacks. It's about dealing with attacks. I feel like that's kind of more important in Tetris. Of course, the higher you get, you're going to want to be as well-rounded as possible. But early on, always recommend down stacking, just using your opponent's attacks against them. And good macro play. That's going to go really far early on if you just maximize counter-attacking. Especially if you're playing somebody that should quote-unquote be better than you or faster than you, you're definitely going to want to be able to utilize counterattacking to even up the playing field. But nice pressure from Shock. Going to take game number 1. Not too far off stat-wise. All right, Twiz dropping that T-spin double, putting on a little bit of pressure. Shock is halfway up their board, but if Shock can manage to skim down their current board and make their way to that left well, it's going to be a nice counterattack heading towards Twiz. And this should allow Shock to charge up their zone pretty quickly with these Tetrises. There we go. Max zone for Shock. Decides to extend the combo first. And before executing this max zone, may want to accept some attacks. And look at that. A really nice board state for Shock with max zone ready. Twiz also has max zone, but I feel like it's going to want to bring their board down a little bit first. We'll see what angle they go for here. Even setting up for the T-spin. So playing pretty aggressive on Twiz's side. Meanwhile, Shock with a nice 17 combo. Twiz is a bit high on the board though, so isn't going to be able to get a big line bonus here. And yeah, maybe stacking a little bit too close to the sun. And Shock is going to take it. 2-0. GG's. GG's. Thanks for playing, as always, both of you, regulars of the Community Showcase. Okay, so up next, Cool Matt and Night Shadow, if you are around and ready to go. Get on in here. Lobby code should be in the Discord, and I assume we're going to be pinged here in just a moment from Fairbot. Yes, there we go. Oh, and they are on it. They also want a star sticker for being quick to join the lobby. Matt's in here. Night Shadow's in here. AKA sponsored by We. When you two are ready, I'm ready. Good luck, have fun. Twiz is always hard on himself. You are not trash. Get that mentality out of here. All right. The best players will say that too. Like Firestorm. I don't know if anyone here is familiar with Firestorm as a player, but they always say they're not good at the game. I'm like, what? You beat like everybody except 3 players. All right, so let's go. I'll game a little. There we go. All right, Cool Matt, aka Mattis here on the left, and Night Shadow, aka sponsored by We. Nintendo endorsed. On the right here. We've had a nice balance of customized versus traditional skins. I'm curious what the win count is. Traditional being the traditional colors we see from Matt, and then customized being the blue or yellow, depending on which side you are on for zone battle. Blocks here for sponsored by Wii for Night Shadow, which coincides with the graphic today was customized versus traditional blocks. So the prophecy has been fulfilled. All right, Night Shadow with his zone. A little bit of a misdrop there with a square, but should be okay. Uses a long bar to open up that right side for down stacking. Doesn't quite get back to the clean Tetris well, but should definitely counterattack, and that Tetris isn't going anywhere. It's still waiting for them, so... it is getting a little bit hairy, though, because... oh, that misdrop. Unfortunate. Matt is going to pile on the pressure and take game number 1. They're much prettier, which is the most important factor. They do look really nice. I will agree with that. I think the garbage is what looks really nice in the zone battle. See like the golden garbage here from Night Shadow. That's my favorite part of the customized colors in zone battle. Why does garbage always have to be gray and sad when it could be golden and galactic with the shining stars, shimmering nebulas? Such beautiful, beautiful garbage. All right, so sponsored by Wii. Night Shadow once again. Not going to be able to get a full line bonus, but neither is Matt. So it's going to be a tough down stack for Matt. See if Matt can manage to get a quarter zone. Does, and is going to use that to bring this board down a little further, just kind of secure being alive, which is kind of the right idea. So nicely played from Matt, given the situation. So Night Shadow using zone a little bit, well, kind of played out defensively there. So Matt is going to have the zone advantage. Night Shadow determining how they want to approach this. Unfortunately, getting some messy garbage there. Can make decision making a little bit tougher. It's like, hey, do I want to down stack and get through this, or start to counterattack? It's a little bit less obvious when there's not just pure Tetris wells waiting for you. So Matt's going to keep the pressure up here, entering zone. Oh, Night Shadow going for a 3/4 zone. With a little bit of a combo, some combo play here. See how this plays out. I'm intrigued. Oh man, that's the right idea. Okay, let's get that quarter zone. Nice foresight to know how to bring that board down as best as possible. Oh man, that's unfortunate. And Matt is going to take it. Nice games. Bright idea in the end there from Night Shadow. A little bit of extra speed, they might have been able to make it back into that Tetris well, but nicely played, you two. The Mana Ray takes out the Human Collective, sponsored by We on the right. Up next, who is up next? Up next we have Grass Pelt and Aken. Oh, it looks like they want to do a 0-piece preview. So if anyone does want to mix it up, do some custom settings, just let me know. 0-piece preview. All right, so piece preview is off. I feel like this might benefit Aken, because Aken usually plays with a lower piece preview anyways. All right, so make your way to the lobby when you're ready. Aken and Grass Pelt. Good luck, have fun. And yeah, if you're new, I know we have a lot of new Tetris Effect connected players from the holiday break, whether you got the game on a winter sale or something like that. Be sure to join our Discord if you haven't already at discord.gg/enhance, and anyone can play in these. So this is a good chance if you are a new player or just looking to have some fun, chill out with the community, play some friendlies. No SRs attached to these. I guess the only pressure is that you're you're being live streamed, but yeah, we're always looking for more people to participate. So head to the Discord. Whether you're a Tetris fan or a fan of any other enhanced projects, such as Res, Luminous, or Humanity, yeah, come hang out with us. Thomas Joseph, welcome in. Been playing Tetris since it came out on NES. Hell yeah. It was Game Boy for me. You played the NES version on Tetris Effect? Classic Score Tech? Yeah, so we have a 1-to-1 rendition of the NES version of Tetris within Tetris Effect Connected, whether you're in effect modes or playing the multiplayer. When Tetsuya Mizuguchi, kind of the CEO of Enhance and a producer on Tetris Effect, made their way to CTWC 2018, I want to say. And they kind of saw the competition. I think Green Tea also became part of the Enhance team following that interaction. And yeah, the goal was to have competitive classic Tetris within Tetris Effect Connected for the multiplayer update. So great how that worked out. All right, so both players zoning around the same time. Aken starts with the Tetris. Grass Pelt. Okay, this is tricky, yeah, because neither player has a piece preview. It is going to be 7 bags, so it's not pure random or anything. But it should also, for one, slow them down, and two, they're going to want to try their best to stack with minimal piece dependencies, which is hard to do if you don't have any piece preview. So in a way, it's going to be some RNG in your stacking, just due to the lack of piece previews. At the same time, though, if you are yeah, like you can see Aken here on the right is doing a great job despite the limiting factor, still setting up T-spin doubles. Uh-oh, that misdrop's going to be really bad, though. And if I get an early top out here from Aken, you guys can do definitely do another set. That was a short set. Maybe 0 piece previews will lend itself to quicker games here. So please do another set, you two. All right. My only gripe with the drop button up on D-pad and the controller I use doesn't move as fast as I can. So you do. Oh. Yeah, hard drop can be a bit tricky. Oh, I don't know if maybe Aken didn't want to do another round. You two are welcome, or you could just do a vanilla round if you want to do another set. Okay. Looks like Aken is down. Maybe they didn't hear it quite yet. All right, so we're going to hop back into it. Shampy and Tetri talking about some custom settings for their game. Trying to go for a silly setting. They're feeling extra silly. Ooh, okay. Oh no, you had it. Oh no, that's a tricky eye spin there. But Aken with a really nice recovery with that T-spin. Does get a quarter zone, so should be able to survive here. Yeah, at least for a little bit. It's really hard to play faster in the zone with this one piece preview. Oh! I don't know if they were expecting that attack power from Grass Pelt there. I sign up for the competitions. For Community Showcase, anybody can participate. Just head to the Discord at discord.gg/enhance. As for like tournaments and stuff like that, we'll share it on our platform news, whether you are playing on Steam or something like that. It'll show up in the library. We share it on socials. We share it on our Discord. Really, the best way to keep updated is our Discord. So discord.gg/enhance. Yeah, we'd be happy to have you. Here, I'll share it on Twitch real quick. Oh, you're in the Discord, okay. Yeah, so for example, in the recent announcements, make sure you have the community events tag. You could go to the Get Roles channel or head to like channels and roles at the top of Discord, and you should be able to select that role. But we ping these every Friday. If you go to the events section, you should see tonight's community showcase, and there will be a link to the matchmaking thread. But pretty much just keep an eye on the announcements channel and make sure you have the proper roles so that you get pinged for events and stuff like that. All right, nice zone here from Grass Pelt. It's going to be putting pressure on Aken, who's... Oh, let's see if Aken does get a quarter zone. There is the ability to survive here. It's going to be tricky. Oh, man. Not over, tilts over. Oh, misses the skim there. And Grass Pelt will take it. GG's. That is a tough rule set. Okay, so up next we are going to have... Who's up next? Fairbot will tell me here in just a moment. Shampy and Tetri. Okay. Did you two decide? Let's see. Random pieces, one piece preview, normal zone. Oh, fast zones. Okay. Short duration zones. I can make that happen. Here, I'll share my screen just so everyone knows what exactly I'm doing here. If you ever are just chilling with friends, playing in friend match lobbies, there's a lot of custom settings you can play with. So we had a request to make the zones faster. So how can we do that? We can set zone duration to... Do you want to do very short? Let's do very short. You can do very short, but turn up the attack power. Let's see, what did they say? Oh, Shampy was on the same train of thought. I think you should do shorter zones, but to compensate, yeah, we can add a little attack power. That sounds kind of fun, actually. Very short duration plus no hold. Hold Q off. Oh, let's put the next Q back. Okay. This is going to be interesting. It's also fun to mess with the phases, by the way. So like how messy the garbage is. You know, like phase 1 where you get those Tetris wells, phase 5 where super messy. That's always fun to mess with too. All right, both players are ready. Good luck. Hyperspeed? Hyperspeed's rough. Or tough, rather. It is kind of fun to play with, though. Okay. Ooh, Shampy with the colorblind setting blocks. I kind of like the Game Boy Tetris skins. Wrong setting. Or did I set wrong? Oh, wait, you have no piece preview? How does that... Okay, wait. Tetri has neither. Where's your piece preview at? I thought I switched it. Is that a bug? Uh-oh. Or maybe you hit enter... Maybe you hit ready before it picked up or something. Here, I'll fix it. Oopsies. Yeah, I know it was no... Well, we had no next from the last game, and I switched it back to player options. So, yeah, something got messed up there. I have proof. We have a VOD. You can see. I'm pretty sure I adjusted it. I will not be gaslit into thinking otherwise. Wait. Yeah, I totally switched it before. Did any of them say it? Here, let me see. Oh, I think it's because you guys... I think it's because you readied up before I left the options. That must be what it was. Okay. Now it should be good now. All right, nice T-spin set up there for Tetri. So we have no hold, short zone duration, and to compensate for the shorter zone duration, the zones hit a little harder. So there's the max zone from Shampy. We are still on phase 1, so even then, Shampy, who's a pretty fast player, was not able to get towards the top of the board there. So short zone, you definitely want to make sure you have some ammunition ready to go. And looking like Tetri doesn't quite... It almost feels like this is like phase 3 zone duration. And it's going to get much, much quicker here as we enter phase 2. No, I'm not on the dev team. I work pretty closely with the dev team, but I wouldn't consider myself on the dev team. And Enhance itself is like, with TEC is kind of a weird thing because half of us are kind of like on the dev team. It's like it's Monstars and then we have some devs on the Enhance side as well. All right, so So Shampy took game number 1 there. Set up for that T-spin single, no hold. You can still do pretty good with no hold. It is going to really limit your ability to set up some patterns or more T-spins than usual if you don't have that hold available. All right, so Shampy's going to be forced into zone here. Definitely want to make sure they get the most of it. And there's a lot of pressure in phase 1 with quick zones. Interesting. Oh, man. And Shampy is going to lose 2-0. GG. You two are welcome to do another set. I feel like that was pretty quick. Oh, wait. No, wait. I'm sorry. I completely misread that. Okay. So Tetri takes game 1. Or game 2. I'm a wonderful commentator, by the way. So, okay. Tetri set up for a T-spin double. Almost set up for a 4-wide. When you have the shape for a 4-wide, you just got to do it. Is it just me? All right. Maybe set up for a Trinity here? Oh, not quite. It's another S-piece over there. Nice pressure there from Tetri. Both players on that max zone. Shampy in a world of trouble there. But because Tetri entered zone, they're going to have a little bit of a break. I'll see if Shampy can clean this up. Ooh. He's able to get a half zone. This is it's kind of scary because, yeah, you really want to make the most of this half zone. Oh, man. I don't know if Shampy has it. Yeah. That's going to be it. GG. GG 2-1 in favor of Tetri. All right. I guess it's a brutal rule set. Well, we are kind of let's move along here. All right, so who's up next? I believe we have, is it Star versus Nighting up next? Star and Nighting? Let's restore defaults on settings here. No hold made it really quick. Yeah, especially it's going to limit your down stacking ability to get to that clean well too. The zones are quick. I think the fast zones is a fun concept. Especially on like phase 3. Maybe we should do more of that in the future. If you two want to rematch, maybe you can enable your hold queue in the future. All right. So call me Star. Where are you at? Does anybody want to call Star? Call me Star. They are away on Discord. Keep the silly streak going. Happy to have you, Tetri. Great showcase. Kicking off 2025 strong here. But yeah, I did mention at the beginning of the stream, I am kind of looking to change up or upgrade community events in 2025. It's just how I am. You always want to improve, right? So I think we'll be doing more special showcases, guest matches, guest commentary, stuff like that. So be on the lookout for some changes coming up in the next month. But the core idea of community showcases will remain, where it's a good place for anybody to be in the limelight, have their games commentated, etc. So yeah, every Friday. don't know if Call Me Star is here. If we want to circle back to this match, maybe. We could do Tago versus Annie, aka Mrs. Drop, next, maybe. That should be a good match. Oh, Miss Drop, sorry. Okay. Mrs. Drop. Gotta read that as Mrs. Okay. I think I see Tago typing. Tago, if you're ready, could hop in here. And Nighting, if Call Me Star doesn't circle back, maybe you could play somebody from this match. If you're down. How long has affected Tetris Effect? Well, Tetris Effect has been around since 2018, so really it's kind of getting up there as an older game. But the connected upgrade was in 2020. That's when multiplayer got added. It was like November 2020, in the middle of COVID. Okay, well, how about we just do Nighting versus Annie if you two are down. So you're both here. Alright, yeah, let's do it. Okay, they're down. I know Annie has been on a tear recently in zone battle. And every time I play against Nighting, Nighting's always a little bit better. So we'll see how this goes down. Oh yeah, we can get Ninja's match in after this. Or, yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay. Ooh, really quick zone from Annie. Really making the most of that 0 line clear delay that you have during zone to maximize speed. Do a nice 20 using initial rotation system. So you can kind of rotate the piece before it spawns in to stack really high. So nicely played. But Nighting is not going to go down easy and hits another 20 as well. Pretty much evening the score here. All right, so Annie throwing in some T-spin pressure. Yeah, Nighting is going to negate that with a nice block. And a little combo there, keeping it real low. Looking for the perfect clear. That was a good opportunity and a good gamer sense from Nighting. There might be a better way to word that to find it. Ooh, really nice spin to fill this 4-wide stack. And all right, this is going to be, oh my god, that is tragic. I'm going to misdrop the this spin right when the 4-wide starts. Still going to have a fair amount of lines cleared, but that could be the end here for Nighting. Let's see if they get a quarter zone. No, that misdrop was brutal. As part of the, if there's any drawback to 4-wide, It's just that like one misdrop can just completely ruin the whole thing. Annie is a CPU level 14. Very nice. It's pretty high level. What is Siaka Gohan's zone battle CPU level? All right. Nice attack there from Annie, 50-17. Or 50 attack with 17 lines cleared. It's pretty efficient. And should be able to get a quarter zone going here in a moment. There we go. So even if Nighting does have a stronger attack, Annie, being the first to zone, should have that insurance quarter zone. With that being said, though, yeah, I think it was pretty even on zone. So the fact that Annie started first should be good. Well, I say that, but Nighting is actually charging up on zone faster. I think because Annie was going for a few more T-spin setups. Nice T-spin single. Not going to be able to get past 15 lines. This is a really good attack opportunity for Nighting. Annie does have a quarter zone, and fortunately got a clean well there, even on phase 2. And also fortunate that they didn't enter phase 3. They were close, but maybe a little more efficiency out of Nighting could have saw phase 3. But either way, Nighting in a really good position. Annie with some cheese, some garbage that she has to work through. And then Nighting with a clean board, a little bit of a zone meter advantage. I think they're probably closer to the three quarters here. There we go. Into a little bit of a combo. Kind of like power stacking. There's a T-spin double. Some nice blocks from Nighting. Both players have some pretty good T-spin play. Yeah, pretty close here. Nighting was kind of sitting on zone, so players are now in an equal state in terms of zone beater. It's going to be who's going to draw zone first, who's going to want to apply that pressure. Typically, these players are going to want to down stack in, kind of wait for that perfect moment to use their zone and have a little bit of board space. Unfortunately for Nighting, yeah, Nighting zoned when they, after some misdrops, took some pressure and then was a little too high on the board to zone appropriately. And Annie's going to take it. GG's. Pretty even stats there. Just a few rough misdrops. Spell the end of game 2 there. Steel Sword saying this match is cracked. Yeah, it's a good matchup. GG's. All right, so now Ninja and Olver, you're up. We'll get you in here. And then Tago. If Call Me Star doesn't show up, we could do Tago versus Nighting or Annie. Yeah, they're both very strong players. Always happy to have to watch, spectate these high-level matches. All right, so we're gonna see Ninja of Ninjas, who is a classic main, kind of rock some zone battle. So, yeah, I mentioned earlier in the stream, Ninja of Ninjas. They're a TO in the CTWC community and run some Tetris Effect connected classic tournaments. So if you're looking to participate in that kind of thing, be sure to check those out. Maybe we'll be posting them in the enhanced Discord. So we have Olver on the left, KBR. Oh man, Ninja off to a rough start here on the right. They're playing pretty fast though. I think just a little too close to the sun, and Olver got a sneaky attack in. Olver setting up a triple. They're trying to set up a kind of a C-spin here. So Olver's got the know-how, knows how to set up some of these crazy T-spin setups. I thought it was a C-spin, but they're going into a Imperial Cross. What's this opener even called? Oh, what? Oh, man. Looking rough for Olver. See if Ninja could at least apply pressure to force a zone here. It's just a C-spin opener. It's not the Olver opener. Olver spin. C-spin into a Imperial Cross. Okay. I was about to say, I saw that Imperial Cross. I guess Olver was like, maybe I need to just bring my board down at this point. Yeah, I think Olver was reluctant to place something over the garbage well there, but able to work through it. And let's see, they might be able to get a quarter zone here. Does get the quarter zone, so they can accept a little bit more of Ninja's incoming attack. And all right, managed to survive. Very nice. TKI was the name of a player, like a top player on Tetris DS. Yeah, Olver is I love when someone like min-maxes their T-spin knowledge and not their mechanics. So we can see Olver isn't quite as speedy as Ninja, but has some has definitely studied the game, which is always cool to see. All right, so Ninja gets a 17 attack. Olver is able to tank this. Seeing how Olver is going to want to capitalize here. Not quite ready for a zone. They are about to be set up for a Tetris and a T-spin. Maybe deciding to... Okay, it's just going to downstack this. Going for a T-spin triple. Although, time is ticking here as Ninja is able to get a half zone ready. So, Olver isn't quite taking advantage of the zone advantage yet. There we go. Drops that max zone. Let's see if there is a combo here for Olver. Finding that firepower, setting up T-spins. Okay, so Olver, with a little bit of foresight, knew that Skim was going to create a T-spin. So I guess a prophecy is what that's called. All right. really even. This is an intriguing matchup, just given the dichotomy between these players and how they are approaching it. It's kind of keeping it simple here. Ninja with speed and more Tetrises, where Olver is taking their time, finding some clever skims, and trying to utilize some T-spin pressure. Well, it's called, but I've seen top players use it a lot. Yeah, what are you referring to, Andy? Looking like this game's going the distance here. This is only game 2. Already over 5 minutes. Looking like Ninja does have higher score, actually, despite all these T-spins we're seeing from Olver. Is going to force phase 3. Putting some pressure now on Olver with that phase 3 entry. As you can see, both players have really messy garbage, so it's going to kind of come down to who can create these attacks here. Just a forecast. Don't players also call it just a prophecy? Like a prophecy T-spin? Yeah, forecast, or what was the word I was using earlier? Now prophecy's just stuck in my head. Foresight. I say foresight a lot. Let's call it clairvoyance. Let's find a new word. Let's complicate it further. Okay, so... Ooh, Olver taking some pressure there from Ninja. Nice game. 6-minute round. Utilizing that clairvoyance for a T-spin. All right, so decider time. Olver with a DT cannon, double T-spin into a triple T-spin. The classic. It's a classic setup on like Puyo Puyo Tetris, for example. I think, yeah, Olver wanted to follow this up with a C-spin, but unfortunately didn't quite have the proper setup there. Does find some nice skims. Might need to use this quarter zone to continue skimming. Was able to eat up a lot of that attack, though. Besides the zone now. Oh, that is a rough misdrop for Olver. Should be able to survive, but another misdrop. Oh, this is gonna be close. Oh man, and yeah, with that attack, Olver is down. GG's. Nice games, you two. I like the different approach from both players. I feel like playstyles can definitely be heightened when you don't have all of the... when your skill tree isn't really filled out entirely. Like your speed, your T-spin abilities, zone power, right? I feel like playstyles will be a bit higher in one section of the skill tree, right? Which can make it fun to watch for more of like amateur level matches. Yeah, so good games. So I think we're going to have a Tago game. Did Star come back? I don't think Star came back. So it'll be Tago versus Annie and or Nighting to finish up the stream. How about, just to be fair, Nighting and Annie, if you both are looking for an additional game, you could do Tago versus you two if you'd like. Yeah, Olver, I think approaching the game from like a strategic point first is a good way to do it, because then speed will come a little bit more naturally. Obviously, you can practice for speed and like finesse and stuff, but yeah, I think knowing how to create attacks and stuff is a cool approach. And also, if you're having fun learning the game that way, great, right? All right, so let's do Tago versus Annie first, and then we can do Tago versus Nighting. Maybe 20G, it sounds like. That should be fun. 20G zone battle is pretty fun. Yeah, Tivo versus Annie. No, we got Tago. The other player with the same starting and ending letter. Oh, game not focus. There we go. This should be a good matchup. I feel like this is a pretty even matchup, at least in my experience playing both players. So maybe depending on the day, depending on how, you know, who woke up on the right side of the bed, might determine who's going to take the win here. And they are bringing the speed. Who's going to finish the zone first? You know, it scares me when, at least when I'm playing zone battle and somebody's going to finish the zone at the same time, because if they beat you on zone or hit a curb twist or something, it's going to put on a lot of pressure. I like to either, I don't know, I want to either zone first or zone like much further after so I can make a play depending on the situation, right? But if you're confident in your zone and you zone at the same time, I want to put on the pressure that way. It's just a little bit more of a risk, I guess, when you zone at the same time. Oh, nice setup there from Tago, creating that T-spin on the top. Hitting a pretty quick 39. Annie is no slouch when it comes to speed as well, even though it is phase 3. Annie is setting up some T-spins. It's a 1542, so fires right back at Tago into a T-spin double there. And Tago not really in a great board state. Oh, man. And yeah, we are in phase 3. That zone meter is going to deplete real quick. But very nicely done by Tago. Does manage to tank. Is a little bit behind in terms of board state here, so a bit of messy garbage to work through, and slightly behind on the zone meter, but definitely a situation where Tago can bring this back depending on how they approach it. Should give Annie a little bit more freedom, and they can kind of be in the driver's seat when it comes to determining where this game is going to go here. So Tago creating some T-spins, using some S&Z props going into the zone. Annie starts off with this Tetris here. Let's see. Nicely done from Annie to kind of work through that garbage, kind of destroying that cheese. But yeah, pretty even zone from both players. Now Tago's going to want to look for this T-spin double, maybe opt in for, okay. Yeah, the T-piece wasn't incoming, so they opted in for Tetris. Some nice stacking from Tago. Ooh, a little bit of a misdrop, I think. Was that a misdrop? Finds a nice skim, though, to get back into that. So get 2 T-spins in that 8-line zone. Annie should be in a position to put on some pressure here, though. Given no misdrops, I don't want to curse it. Unfortunately, doesn't get that T-spin triple during the zone, but the C-spin was set up following the zone, so that pressure will continue. And yeah, Tago's up at the top of the board. They're going to want to block attacks incoming from Annie. And so far, so good. Might want to trigger... Yeah, Tago doesn't want to trigger the zone because they want to get to max zone and find a way to pressure Annie rather than be on the back foot here. But still managed to get to 3/4, 17 line attack. The priority here for Tago is likely to charge up. Yeah, they got the quarter zone here, so they can defend with it. Kind of like an insurance quarter zone. On phase 3, you always want to kind of have that tool ready, just in case you need a down stack. So Tago doing a great job so far. Finding that horizontal log bar skim. It's little things that add up, like knowing how to skim, how to down stack quickly. It's going to be very important for phase 3 when the garbage is so messy. And like also the difficulty of this later phase of the game is like determining when to down stack and when to create attacks. So while you are down stacking, you're going to make the most of it, and Tago did a good job of that. Nice Tetris into a T-spin for Tago, countering that attack from Annie into a super T-spin. And let's see if Annie... Tago's starting to put pressure on Annie. Both players in a similar board state, though, so it might be a game of chicken when they're both at the top here. Like, do I want to accept or block attacks? Because if you accept an attack here and then send an attack towards your opponent, you're both going to be at the very top. So you can you can even play into that, like, knowing you can force your opponent to zone, but it's really risky to tank at that point. So both players handling it well. Tago does zone first, and it seems like Tago's going to get a fair amount of lines cleared, so yeah, this should be a nice zone. Doesn't quite get that last clear, which would have added some nice bonus damage, but so Annie gets the best of Tago in that zone. Oh, a little bit of a strike for Tago. Yeah, not... That might be it. That might be it. That was a really good round. Really good round. That was only game 1. Oh my god. Okay. Nice maintaining that 120 speed for both players. And sometimes the APM doesn't really spell the story, because I think Tago was mostly down stacking there, right? So when you are like kind of on the back foot as a player, you're going to have a lower APM despite making the right plays, right? So just food for thought. Like, APM isn't everything. Tago could have definitely won that with 80 APM versus the 90 plus APM, just depending on how you approach the down stacking in phase 3, especially. Okay, so Tago... Yeah, Tago could have zoned first there. Maybe they want to play more, or just look for some extra greed. Looks like Tago is... Oh, okay. I thought they might tank that a little bit. But, let's see. Oh no, the T-spin triple got a little bit messed up there. Might be able to recover this. Just going to combo through it. Ooh, some misdrops coming in from Tago. The endurance is going to kick in here, given these the long first game. Ooh, that would have been a rough misdrop. So Tago's hanging in, barely. Does have that quarter zone. Is making the right plays so far. Finds a Tetris to block that pressure coming in from Annie. Annie is doing a good job of applying the pressure, making the most of this current board state. Or game state, rather. Tago set up for Tetris. Is going to want to... I don't know if Annie is going to enter phase 3, but something Tago definitely knows, given their game experience. Like, do I want to zone here before we enter phase 3? Looks like that was the right call, because Annie made a really powerful zone and entered phase 3 with it. And look at that. That's a lot of pressure on Tago. Does find the Tetris to... Oh, didn't get the quarter zone, surprisingly, despite all those line clears. So, GG. Nice game from Annie, 124-106. And Tago, stick around. You're not off the hook just yet. You're going to play Nighting for some 20G zone battle, which is always a treat. GG's. Nice played, Annie. Okay. So let's get the 20G set up. So we're going to play zone battle. In custom matches, you can actually turn on gravity, or turn up the gravity, which can make zone battle kind of interesting, especially when the zone itself will get rid of the gravity, right? So Where's the gravity? Oh, constant speed level. Okay. All right, should be set. $20G time. Last game of the night. Let's have some fun with it. I know Nighting is pretty... Both players should be pretty good at 20G, given the match starts. We might need to remake this lobby. Yeah, because both players are strong at score attack as well. All right, looking like the lobby is broken here. All right, who's going to be the one to reset? Here, I guess I need to reset anyways. Oh, no, looks like somebody left. All right, put the lobby code in the Discord for you too. Nighting is a beast all around. Shenborg. Yeah, both these players are pretty good around the board when it comes to modern modes. I don't know how good Tago is at Classic. I forget. Nighting, how confident are you in Classic? I always forget your Classic abilities. All right. Oh, let me make sure is the setting correct? Hopefully it's correct. Yes, we are on that 20G. Okay. So Tago actually opening with a ST stack, which is not a bad idea. There we go. Frame rate should be better. Yeah, 20G zone battle is interesting. So I don't know if you'd want to go for more quarter zones and just like, because when you're in zone, the gravity will be reset. So look, now the 20G is gone, which makes for an interesting dynamic for your decision making, given that zone does remove that gravity. Also, if you have like a bad board state for your 20G, you can kind of in a way like get a free pass if you enter zone. You need to like fix up your board quickly or something. Oh, we got a three wide action. Yeah, I guess combos. You don't really think of 20G combos because combos are terrible for scoring when it comes to score attack. But I guess in zone battle, combos make sense. And you can easily stack to a side with combos. So I think combos is a great approach to 20G zone battle, actually. I don't know about 4-wide. There might be a few tricky 4-wide solves with 20G, but no, 4-wide should be not too bad. I'm trying to think if there's any spin setups that when it... Oh, okay, let's see. Tago will be our scientist here. Given their... Okay. Seems like they got the 4-wide down a little bit. It is going to break there, though. Alright, there we go. Yeah, another break. Not quite finding... there. Okay, there we go. There we go. And yeah, using the S&Z spin, given the incoming piece queue there. And also with 20G, if you do need to use a spin for the 4-wide, it should be faster. So in a way, does 20G actually buff 4-wide if used correctly? It might. Because you're going to get rid of that soft drop speed. Don't tell Wumbo. Yes, look at this million-plus score for both players. I forgot I did that. But yeah, it does multiply the phase requirement, or else we'd be in phase 3 on like 1 Tetris. Or I guess not just 1 Tetris. 2 to 3 Tetrises. Alright, well, let's see. Nighting might be able to get a nice attack in here, actually. Pretty good downstack from Nighting. Tago with a half zone, having to use it a little bit early there. It's got to be feel funky having the gravity just stop after playing 20G. Ooh. Alright, so game 1 to Nighting. This is pretty close, though. I like the strategies being employed from both players. It's like they're pros at 20G zone battle here. Tago going for a perfect clear opener. And same thing, I guess if you get a perfect clear on 20G, it should eliminate soft dropping if there's going to be any spins involved. Although 20G might make some solves impossible or hard to pull off. So there's a balance there. Alright, nice T-spin double from Sir Nighting. Alright, so Perfectress from Tago. Pretty good matchup. Tago with some misdrops. And yeah, it's going to be a little trickier to find the proper skims to clean up a misdrop in 20G, so Tago still doing a good job finding some attacks despite those misdrops, which is kind of necessary, given... I mean, that's some rough garbage, too. Given we're only in phase 2, it's like pure mess. Okay. Nice downstack so far for Tago. Going to actually opt for... Oh, interesting. Getting a little clever there, because Tago could have gone for a T-spin. I think they were trying to get a 20 clear, or 21 clear there. Alright, so pretty even here. I'm not sure how far away we are from phase 3 here. So what is 60k for a level 1 start? Be 600k for level 10 or 11. Would it be 12? 1.2 mil for phase 3 to start? Or to be just under. It might be 1.14 mil. Alright, so the gravity kicked in and Tago wasn't able to find that spin setup, because that's the thing, it kind of messes with you, because Tago had a center well, which is totally fine out of 20G, but went back into 20G with this really awkward center well that Tago had trouble dealing with. Nice T-spin triple fine for Tago. Okay, it looks like it is. It should be 1.2, right? There it is. So Sir Nighting entering the phase 3, or triggering it. Let's see what they can do here with his zone. So far, so good. It's looking like a 20. Nice 20 attack from Nighting. Does Tago have a response? All right, still a nice 36, so pretty efficient 16 line clear zone for Tago here. Tago doing a good job finding these T-spins, but it's going to get a little bit hairy there, yeah, given that there was no long bars incoming, kind of at the back of the bag there. Oh, misses the Z-spin there. That's going to be kind of problematic. Might need to. I don't think Tago wants a zone. Fortunately, finds a nice 5 combo there, just a down stack out of that pressure. Does have max zone. Let's see when Tago decides to trigger the zone here. So far, so good for Tago. Both players in a pretty similar state. Who's going to be the first to trigger zone? I think they really want to make the most of this special moment, especially since it produces gravity now, to get as much attack as possible. So players are wanting to make sure that when they do zone, they're going to get a powerful attack going. And it's pretty even. Yeah, right, Twiz. Yeah, both these players should be pretty good at 20G, as we see on display here. And for the those that don't know what I mean, 20G just means your piece is going to hit the bottom of the board instantly. So they're not going to have time to... It's going to limit what they can do when it comes to piece movement. It's going to be like... So center wells, for example, like setting up T-spins in the center, that's pretty much a no-go when it comes to 20G, for example. All right, nice combo there from Tago. Looking good, looking like a really good zone, actually. Potential for a 20, not quite there. And Nighting's going to hit the 20. It sends a whopping one line attack sent from Nighting to Tago. Oh my god. So we have a 7-minute round going. What is it about the 20G that's extending these? I guess like players are creating less attacks in a way. I guess on top of that, both these players are pretty evenly skilled, so. Yeah, T-spins being turned into doubles and singles. Naturally, you're going to want to downstack a little bit more during 20G. So yeah, kind of interesting. If there was like a ranked 20G modern mode, I mean, we have score attack, but like where you attack each other. I really wonder what the meta would end up being. I feel like combos would be really strong. Really does change it up quite a bit. All right, so Nighting set up, yeah. Saw the Trinity, or I guess following up with that super T-spin there. Looking for that max zone before they send a rebuttal Tago's way here. All right, so hit the max zone. Finds the Tetris, a T-spin double. I didn't quite catch the attack power of the zone from Tago there, but Tago's making a defensive 4-wide here, which actually is that's a pretty good call, and might be able to extend it a little bit. Oh, they missed the spin there. That was the right read, though. Either way, they were able to block that attack incoming from Nighting, so very nicely done. This is a long round. The community showcase will continue. Yeah, as long as you guys are in this match, I will not sleep. So, you can thank Tago and Nighting for extending the live stream time here. We're about to hit that 10-minute mark. Nighting, yeah, so Tago sent a pretty strong attack to Nighting, and Nighting has a nice rebuttal, 35 attack. The game continues. What will happen on the next episode of Tetris Zone Z? We're about to find out here. Okay, nice Tetris setup for Tago. Nighting finding a T-spin double out of a T-spin triple setup. That is totally a 20G move there. Okay. Yeah, one of these players is going to just need a really strong zone. Each time the players have had strong zones, though, their opponent miraculously also has a super strong zone. And there we go. Just once again, pretty much even zone attacks. I feel like Tago or Nighting is going to have to hit like a 50 or something like that, which is hard to do in Phase 3 to begin with, to really find that win condition. So we got a 26 attack from Tago. So Nighting started with 3/4. Likely not gonna be able to make it towards the top here, but 21 attack. Oh, with a misdrop. Oh no. At this point, I want this game to continue. So Nighting's. Oh, what a recovery from Nighting with that spin. Is that a J spin? That was crazy. No, that was really clever from Nighting, and probably the optimal move considering the misdrop. All right, so pretty good down stack there. 23 into that was a quick 23, so should allow Nighting to get another quarter zone at least going here before Tago's rebuttal attack. And Nighting is at the bottom. They're going to need some residue for this 4-wide. They should be able to set it up though. Okay, instead just going into a 6-3 T-spin. All right, so it kind of worked out there for Nighting. And Nighting has both players have a clean board state. Pretty much even on zone. Shock, the room can wait. All right. Your room will be tidied in about 30 minutes. All right, don't worry. Okay. Really though, I feel like somebody's just going to have to hit a monster zone. Because of the lower attack potential we're seeing. And both players are pretty competent when it comes to their downstacking in 20G. Creating attacks is a little harder. It's almost like I want to see someone just go full ST stacking mode. High-speed ST stacking. Let's see it. Okay. Oh, man. Kind of a rough setup there for Nighting. I think they missed the long bar tuck they wanted. Is that gonna... Oh, wait. No. Nighting has... No, they didn't use their quarter zone. No. 14-minute round. What a round. 4 million each. Decider time. All right. There we go. Got the ST stack out of Tago. I feel like ST stacking isn't really that bad of an idea here, honestly. It's going to be a little harder to downstack, I guess, when you have an error like Tago's running into. All right. So Perfectress out of Nighting here. And Perfectress from Tago. Tago did accept a little bit there from Nighting, even on zone. Nice solve there from Tago. It was actually kind of tricky given the 20G there. Oh, the pressure catches Tago off guard with a combo attack from Nighting. A little back-to-back pressure there. And we are done. GG's. Woo. I'd love to see a tournament of this. I would be interested to see, like, at a high level with something on the line, what ends up being a meta for, like, 20G zone battle. I do think it's, oh, wrong one. I do think it's a bit interesting, and it does mix up the gameplay there, right? Yeah, GG's. That round 2 was great, so thank you to Tago and Nighting for that showcase. And we are done. A little over time, but hey, we can have a longer stream as we were off for a few weeks here, so yeah, thank you all for playing. Thank you, everyone. If you didn't get to play tonight and want to play in the future, be sure to join the Discord, discord.gg/enhance. Have that community events role to be notified every Friday of whatever's going on. And while you're at it, grab the community tournaments role, support our community tournaments, and yeah, get to meet people in the Discord. So before I sign off, just a reminder that TECWC merch is 20% off for the next week. If you're looking to nab some merch, I do have the tote bag over here that I was plugging earlier. All right. Just imagine you're walking into your local supermarket, or maybe a mall, like a strip mall or Best Buy, whatever it is. Let's say you're in a Best Buy or Micro Center. You go to the hardware peripheral section. You're looking for a new mouse or keyboard, new keyboard to play Tetris with, testing out the switch keys, and then you see somebody with a trifecta tote bag next to you, shopping for keyboards. What better way to start conversation at the Micro Center than with some TECWC merch? And then with your tote bag, you can put your nice new keyboard inside of the tote bag, alongside with whatever you're grabbing from Micro Center. But yeah, 20% off all merch for the next week, so be sure to nab it before the store. The store will go down after, so last chance. There are no Best Buys. Or what is your equivalent? Is there still Fry's Electronics in Los Angeles? I remember going there. By the way, if anyone is in the LA area, hope you're safe and doing well. That is an unfortunate state of affairs. Fry's is bankrupt. Oh man, I bought something there before I moved from LA. I got a headset from there or something. Walking around Fry's was so weird because it has like, before I go on a rant about Fry's, it's just a weird place to walk around. It almost has like, not animatronics, but it's like the same vibe if you went into like a 90s Chuck E. Cheese and there's just like weird tikis around and stuff. It's, something's off. Something's off at Fry's. But, anyways, yes, check out the Tetris Effect merch. Let me plug it into YouTube one more time here. Wait, is YouTube stream down? Uh-oh. Disconnected. Maybe we went on too long. It disconnected because Tago and Nighting had a 20-minute match. Okay. Fry's is Chuck E. Cheese for nerds. So yeah, let's leave it at that. That's that's a great way to close out the stream. So thank you all for playing. Next week we'll be playing some score attack. Anybody we can throw a raid at here on Twitch? Let's see. Who do we got? We got Classic Tetris. That's a mainstay raid. Anybody playing TEC that we know? Got Yohong727 playing. Let's say hi to Yohong. I know participates in our community. All right, see you all next week for some score attack. Be sure to have that community event roll in the Discord, and we'll see you then. Bye, everybody. Yeah, I'm ready to enjoy some food, actually. I'm pretty hungry. Bye-bye. Once I hit the raid, where's the raid button? There it is.